Namaste ji. Today we are on page number 64 and studying on the recommendation for the scheme of studies of the students. The scheme of studies, covering both the spiritual knowledge and the physical sciences of the universe, is as follows. A good teacher and student combination should be able to complete the course in 21 years. If anyone wants to know the Vedas in and out, then one should study the list and follow the list. This is the only way to know the Vedas. The first thing the parents and teachers should teach their students and children is the correct pronunciation of different letters, with the right organ, sthan, with the right amount of effort, prayatna, and the right agent, karan. Example for the letter P. When I say P, I use my lips, and then I touch my lips completely together, then I let out the breath. And the agent of my lips is the breath and the tongue. Then comes the teaching of grammar. It includes Ashtadhyayi, which are Panini's 8 lectures. This tells how the words were formed. In this, the student first studies aphorisms such as Vriddhi Radh or Vriddhi Ad H. Then the meaning. Vriddhi is the technical meaning given to letters A, I, and O. Now, what the student asks is whether the At in Vriddhi Radh means only A or something else. The answer is written in another aphorism, Taha paro yasmatsa taparas tadapi paras taparaha. This means that any letter which is before or after the letter Ta is called tapar, and all tapar letters stand for their individual selves. In Adh or Ad, A is followed by Ta, so A is a tapar letter. The letter I is also preceded by Ta, so I is also a tapar letter, etc. Then comes Dhatupat. This is the book of roots. This tells the meanings of the words in Ashtadhyayi. When the first reading of the Ashtadhyayi is complete, the student should read Dhatupat, which has meanings and lakaras. Lakaras are conjugational suffixes. Aphorisms with normal rules, which are called utsal, should be taught first. Then the aphorisms with exceptional rules, which are called apvad, should be taught next. Then comes Garpat, which is the book of roots. This helps Ashtadhyayi in explaining the aphorisms. For example, in Ashtadhyayi there is a aphorism that says Ajadi Tashta. This means that Aj Adi or Aj etc. are called Tashta letters. Now, in Ganpat will tell what words are in the group called Aj, etc. Then comes Hunadikosh, which is the book of prefixes and the suffixes. After this, the student should read and study Ashtadhyayi for the second time, but this time while studying Kartika and Karik, which are supplementary books, and also while adding Paribhasha, which has technical meanings and technical definitions. After this, last of all comes Mahabhashya. This is Patanjali's commentaries on Panini's sutras. If the teachers and their students be intelligent, energetic, honest, and anxious to continue in their knowledge, then the pupils can master the science of grammar in 3 years. The amount of labor that is required to master the science of grammar is more than the labor required to master any other subject. Moreover, 3 years thus devoted to the study of the science of grammar in Ashtadhyayi and Mahabhashya gives more penetration into the science of grammar than 50 years wasted in the study of spurious books such as Kaumudi and Manorama. The reason is that high-minded sages have put in their books an intricate subject in a very easy form. This advantage cannot be derived from from the books of pretty-minded authors. The object of sages is to put difficult things in an easy form, while pretty-minded writers put things in such an difficult form that you can work very, very hard and get barely anything. The study of the books of common authors is like digging a mountain and getting a shell, while the study of the sages is like diving once and obtaining the most valuable pearls. Then the student should learn Nighantu and Niruk. Nighantu is a book on Vedic vocabulary, kind of like a Vedic dictionary, and Niruk is a book on Vedic philology. And these two were written by Vyas. They should be completed in about 6 to 8 months. Thereafter, they should study the Chando Granth. This is the study of poetic structure by the sage Pingala, so that they may thoroughly master the rules that govern versification, Vedic and Sanskrit, and be able to compose poems of their own. This can be done in 4 months. Then they should study the Manusmriti, the Valmiki Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and the Viduniti. The study of these books tends to eradicate evil habits and bring culture. It should not take more than 1 year. Then they should study the 6 schools of philosophy, Purvamimamsa, which teaches the meanings of sentences, Vaisheshik Darshan, which teaches about atoms, Nyaya Darshan, which teaches about debates and discussions, Yog Darshan, which teaches about how to get to Ishwar by using Yog, Sankhya Darshan, which teaches about Prakriti, and last of all Vedanta Darshan, which teaches about Brahma. They should study them with the expositions of rishis or the true commentaries of other honest scholars. But before taking up Vedanta Darshan, the student should read the 10 Upanishads, Ish, Ken, Kat, Prashna, Mundak, Mandukya, Aitareya, Taittareya, Chandogya, and Brihadaranya. All of these books should be finished in 2 years. Thereafter, they should study the 4 Vedas, Rigved, Yajurved, Samved, and Atharvaved, with their 4 Brahmanas, Aitareya, Shatpat, Som, Sam, and Gopat, with their proper accent meanings, and finish this course in 6 years. The Vedas should be taught both by example and by precept. One who understands the meanings and acts up to their teachings by avoiding sins and leading a virtuous life enjoys perfect happiness in the world and eternal bliss hereafter in consequence thereof. The realization of all-pervading, eternal, and holiest of all is the chief aim of all Vedic teachings. One who studies the Vedas and understands them enjoys eternal bliss, lives a righteous life, and becomes a perfect yogi, all while realizing God. Next week, we will continue on the same subject of the scheme of studies for the students. Thank you.